Hi there, and welcome to Speak English with Christina, where you'll learn American culture and business know-how to feel confident in English. And today we're going to start on a special mini-series. And the first episode today is, Are you losing opportunities because of bad social skills in English? And we're going to see how important social skills like small talk are in your career. Now, before we get into today's lesson, if you want to activate the subtitles for this video, go ahead and click on the little CC icon down at the bottom to put the subtitles on. So, the free mini course, you're going to get maybe a few episodes on this. It's on small talk, big success. In other words, becoming fluent, comfortable, and likable, friendly in English. Now, if you want to be sure to get all of these lessons, plus a lot more free lessons, go ahead and sign up at ChristinaRobuffet.com, and you're going to join over 35,000 other Speak English ambassadors. These are the students who are receiving my lessons every week, but that way you're sure to get the next lessons in this free mini course. So today, part one. Why social skills are much more important than you imagine in your career in English. First of all, a lot of students, they ask me the question, like, why do I need to focus on social skills? Why do I need to work on my conversation skills? Well, according to Forbes, inadequate social skills, and this means anything from abrasive or aggressive to overly introverted, are the demise of many technically and intellectually brilliant people. So, in other words, bad social skills equals lost opportunities in your career, your business, your professional life, and also your personal life, no matter how good you are at your job. And they also said, conversely, outstanding social skills can help an average performer climb the corporate ladder with great speed. So, in other words, if you have good social skills, that's going to really help to accelerate your success in your career, in your business, in your professional life, and maybe also, to make friends in your personal life, which is always, a great thing to do. Now, there are some challenges that come with social skills. First of all, it's not natural for everyone. A lot of native speakers don't like making small talk. They don't feel comfortable with it. So when you do this in English, which is not your language, you have an additional challenge of vocabulary, grammar, pronunciation, things like that. And if you add in cultural differences to that, it's like, oh my God, it's just so much. And it seems so hard, and you just try to avoid it. Maybe something like this, you're not Prince Harry or Elton John, but maybe you've gone into a meeting or a conference, or you've been at maybe a professional trade fair, and you're sitting or standing next to someone who could be very important and very interesting for your job, your career, maybe a potential client, but instead of going and trying to talk to them and make small talk and conversation, you find that it's just more comfortable to kind of look the other way and pretend you don't see them and you don't have to interact with them. You don't want to be like, Prince Harry and Elton John here on the stage. No. So, what do we mean exactly when we talk about social skills? It's conversation skills, of course, but it's also your ability to connect with other people, to show interest in the other person, to be sensitive to other cultures, and also it's about being likable. Do people like talking to you, basically? And when we talk about small talk, because small talk is a very big part of social skills, and it means basically, technically, polite conversations about many different subjects. But if we go deeper, small talk is the bond that holds relationships together, even professional relationships. And it's something that makes the other person feel valued and appreciated because you listen to them, you show interest to them, and you give them your time and attention. So small talk is a major social skill for business. A lot of people don't realize this. But here's some quotes how we could compare or describe small talk. It's like the appetizer of a relationship. You know, you're at a meal, you get the appetizer, the main course, and the dessert. And small talk is the appetizer that opens the way for bigger and better things. Or small talk should be the frame around the meeting, the presentation, the negotiation, or the provision of service to your client. And you might be the best in your industry, but if people don't like you or if they don't feel comfortable with you, then they'll avoid doing business with you. That's just the sad reality of it. And it's not me who says this, it's from Deborah Fine, who is a well-known expert in subjects like small talk, and she's the author of The Fine Art of Small Talk, How to Start a Conversation, Keep It Going, Build Networking Skills, and Leave a Positive Impression, which I highly recommend this book. So, why do people try to avoid small talk, and especially when it's in English, which is not their language? Like I said, be reassured, native speakers also have to work to develop good social skills. It is not natural for everybody. But, you know, sometimes people are just avoiding small talk by making excuses for either not doing it or not making the effort to improve it. And they might say things like, I'm just not good at conversation. I'm not good at small talk. And in English, I never know what to say. You can improve that. Or they say, I don't like small talk. It's boring. It's superficial. Nobody cares about the weather. Topic is not the important thing. It's the action of exchanging. And some people say, well, you know, if I'm good at my job, that's the most important thing. That's what really counts. The reality is that is important, but we are more likely to choose to work with people who we like and we appreciate, even if their skills, their job skills, are a little less than someone else. So the good news is that you can learn good social skills. It's not something that people naturally have or some people just don't have. It's something that you can learn. Now, it's a big mistake to not develop your social skills. So there are hidden costs of poor social skills. These are things you might not even realize that, you know, poor social skills will cost you. Because, you know, if you give the impression that you're distant, you're cold, you're aggressive because of your bad social skills, then, you know, they're going to choose someone else for the project or the job or the collaboration. And you'll never know why. Also, if you don't demonstrate that you can manage people well and you can't integrate into the team, you know, you're not even considered for the promotion or the project. They don't consider you as, you know, management material. So, you know, maybe you think that some people are just natural at small talk, but that's false. You know, even the best communicators have worked very hard to become good at being good at socializing. Now, in English, of course, you also have to develop your language skills, the vocabulary, the phrases, the expressions, the pronunciation too, but they go together. You can become a good, you know, person for small talk and also increase your level of English. So if you're saying that I'm just not good at it, it's basically saying I'm incapable of improving. And that's totally false. I mean, anybody who works at something can improve and get better at it. So, you know, it's not natural. It takes work, but everybody can improve. And also, there's this other thing. You know, if you make people feel uncomfortable because you're not good at conversation, because there's a lot of awkward silence in conversations with you, because you seem aggressive or always trying to make debates. You know, nobody is going to tell you that. So you may think that you appear professional, friendly, and credible, but the real question is, how do others feel about you? And they're going to get those impressions through the conversations they have with you. So, what are the benefits of good social skills? There's a lot of benefits. And before we look at the benefits, we need to look at this concept of multiplexity. So multiplexity basically talks about the number of different ways you connect with a person. So if you only have one connection with a person, your work connection, you know, you only talk about the project that you're working on, That's a uniplex relationship, and it's not such a strong relationship because it's only one connection. However, in a multiplex relationship where you've got multiple connections, you've got the work connection, the project you're working on, maybe you have some shared interest, maybe you've got some values that you share, maybe sometimes you see each other at the same professional events. Here you've got multiple connections with that person, and of course that is much stronger and much deeper, and that's going to lead to a better relationship and better business collaborations. So the benefits of having these stronger, deeper, multiplex connections, first of all, it's better job and better career performance. They've done studies on this, and it showed that when people feel deeper, stronger connections to their colleagues, to their clients, to their bosses, they're better at their jobs, and then they do better in their career. It also means that people are more likely to help you. We help people that we like and that we care about. It also means that you're happier because you have that personal connection in your work. And people also trust you more, which gives you more credibility. So, hopefully you're starting to see that small talk is not such a small thing in your career. It's actually a very big thing. So we'll look at how small talk contributes to all of this. So, as you know, in small talk, we could talk about lots of different subjects, which means there are lots of potential connections that you can make with the person because you're exploring other aspects of their life. You're sharing personal things, interests. Maybe you find out that you're watching the same series on Netflix, or you find out that you both have a sport or a hobby that you share. Or maybe you find out, you both lived in Berlin, or you both worked in Berlin, or you worked with a German company, or, you've got some sort of connection like that. Or maybe even just you find out you both in the past had a very bad boss, and that's a subject that you can use to bond and to connect over. So there's lots of ways that you can make connections with people, but you have to find them through small talk. So if you can make lots of connections with people, they enjoy exchanging with you. They like talking to you. They appreciate you. And when they appreciate you, they're more likely to help you, to hire you, to promote you, or to recommend you for a job. And then, in the end, it means that you have a satisfying career that you can be proud of. So, we could say that big relationships, big opportunities are built on small talk. Of course, your technical skills, your professional qualifications are also very important, but small talk is really the foundation on which you can build those relationships. So that's the end of this lesson. And I have a question for you. What frustrations do you have about socializing and small talk in English? It's not easy. It can be learned, but it's not something that people just do or don't do. So what are your frustrations about small talk in English? Put that in the comments and we'll see what you say. And then next time, we're really going to look at how to make good small talk in English. So we're going to see, things you can say, how to start, how to end a conversation, how to make a connection, all of these key things that you need to know for good social skills in English. All right, and before we finish, if you want me to send you the next lesson, go over to ChristinaRobuffet.com and sign up to subscribe. That way you're absolutely sure to get it and you don't miss that lesson because it's going to be really good. All right, you guys, thanks a lot, and I will see you next time. Bye.